Allusions is a Roblox game me and my friends have been playing over the past couple of months. It's a randomized meme PvP game with a lot of stupid, funny, broken elements that are split into many different categories. One of these categories being the rare arsenal, which has the mechanic we like to call fog items. Let me explain. Fog items are these little spears things that look like they're made out of fog. When you interact with them, they give you a random item that's supposed to help you in game. These things range around pulling a railgun out of thin air and 360 no somebody to and so that's why I'm going to be making this tier list. Keep in mind, I'm not going to be ranking every single weapon in the game, but only the rare arsenal. Another thing to keep in mind is that I'm ranking these based on 3 things. If it's worth going for or using, if it does a lot of damage, and if it's swag. So basically, if a weapon's really stylish but doesn't do that much damage, it's not really going to rank that high in the tier list. So with all that explained, let's move on to the tier list. Side note, these are all my opinions on how strong the weapons are. Also, this script was made like months ago. Yeah. First up is Deus Ex Machina. This weapon has your character pull 2 guns for shooting them into a portal, which opens up many other portals, which send bullets flying to the opponent. First off, I can safely say it is a very stylish move. It isn't that easy to land because your target needs to be in the right outline right here, nowhere of in and nowhere of out, but it isn't that bad, so you assume that it's a B tier. But then you see how much damage this move does, and just a side note, months ago, this quite literally became the only time I killed with this move, so it's going in C tier. Also, side note, this weapon only did 20 damage, so me and my friends actually made a little joke or slash meme about how much damage this weapon did. Next is Dragon Enzo. This weapon has your character roll some random Japanese before turning into a demon. It's pretty easy to get off, but a negative 25 defense nerf kind of puts it off a little bit. Luckily, the ability had a cheater mechanic with 2 times the damage multiplier and increased speed boost. Ultimately, I put it in B tier. It's a good option for damage if you have something to kill with easily. B tier. Here's my case. Also, it's literally invincible when the character goes to the sky, because why the heck not? The only reason why it's not A tier is because you can just dodge out of the way, so it isn't that OP. If this crime against humanity did not get the diff it deserved in the latest update, it would be guaranteed a spot in S tier. This move is generally stupid. How it works is that an unnamed common victim gets summoned, and that will damage whoever you click on after a cooldown, but will die in the process. This thing was, and still is, strong as heck, as you can place him on the other side of the map, and he will still be able to damage people. Luckily, the devs saw this and decided to make it that it can only be used once if the guy dies, where he can say anything. However, he's still going in S tier because of this. Godspeed would be in B tier, but the amount of times I dodged to the side with this thing, even though I was holding it straight, is atrocious. Inconsistency is known as the devil, and for that reason, it's going in C tier. For Hassa Haki, I was having trouble where to rank this thing, but then I can remember you can do this with it, and no longer struggled. Plus, you can stun people long enough to get some extra damage off, so it's going off in B tier. Also, side note, the animation the user does reminds me so much of Kazuya's wind screen in Smash Bros.
Kazuya Mishima wins.
At this point, you should know what half these weapons do for entrees. Character yells something random, something happens, and the user's body count rises. And Hellfire is going to be sitting pretty in A tier. Ever since the update, the devs have made this thing bigger and come out a tad bit slower since the sentence I think is longer. For a move that will send people into Sparta if they get caught in it, you'll assume it would be something like A tier, right? Well, my friend, you are very, very wrong. Literally, the only time I've landed this move on someone was in the earlier days of me and my friends playing this game. Either that or my friends just were not paying attention. So, well, yeah, now this feels like an accident to use this move, or just to regain health. F tier. The Among Us Spartans for April Fools were kinda funny. Not funny enough to brought this thing up to even a D tier, that's for sure. Oh god, I just done it like massively, dear lord. If Kamehameha was not fixed in the latest update, it would probably be the only move in F tier. Luckily, Sparta took that away from him. So, luckily the devs fixed it, and I can safely say it's a D tier. Sure, it's stuff to get third, it gets good at some stuff like middles, where you can just time it with the speech ending. But other than that, it's going in D tier. Maybe if the beam looks cooler, it would be higher, but no, even that looks weird. It's just a pitch white cylinder generating. It doesn't even have immunity during any part of the attack, by the way. And quite frankly, the more I go on about this thing, the more I want to put an F, so let's just move on already. Manifest Red Mist is an interesting ability. It's like Lucario Aura, where the more damage you take, the longer it lasts and the better the defense gets. So I put it in A tier since most people likely will use this last second. Plus, the design is just beautiful. Islands has received a major buff in size, along with a brand new animation and look, and the ability to kinda stun if hit, so I put it in B tier. Phoenix Dawn used to be a really good Yeah, okay, it looks cool, but the cutscene stalls for way too long, and the Phoenix is already kinda slow, so sorry, but it's going in C tier. Piston and is going in C tier. Sure is a good option for escape, but get this, it damages you for using it. Quite frankly, that's all I need. Serum W is an amazingly animated weapon with amazing animation, and the fact that this move is kinda hard to punish. With the crap ton of damage it does, it secures a spot in S tier free. Plus, it's one of the most beautifully animated weapons in the game, so all the better. This thing hits hard at both damage and style. Let's see here. Interesting animation, check. Stupid enough for range, check. Can hit multiple targets, check. Will combo to almost every weapon in the game, check. Has a straight cooldown, check. And can go for walls, check. Toward that force is going to be a tier. It's a good range option, which if you point at someone, they're forced to respect it. Get it? Toward that force. Anyways, it does some really good damage, and if it wasn't for the update, this food would probably have gone in D tier. Also, you can, if you fully charge it, you can just walk around while it's still fully charged, because that's fair and honest. There are also some rare arsenal weapons that I couldn't cover due to them either being removed or added recently in the newest update. Here they are. And for Dragon Slayer, it will be going in C tier. Just felt more like a regular arsenal than anything. And that covers all the weapons in the rare arsenal. I hope you enjoyed. Here's the list of all the weapons that I ranked. I hope you enjoyed. Stay a gamer. Peace out.